We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SidescrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy Monday to you. Did you have a good weekend? Oh, you did? That's good. Good to see you guys. I'm glad you're with us today. Yeah, busy weekend, man. Busy weekend, lots going on. Hurt my ankle again, Blabs. How's it going?
No, you didn't. How?
I was out doing yard work, and I stepped wrong.
You stepped wrong.
Yeah.
Were you wearing like flip-flops or something?
No, I was in bare feet.
Oh, well that
Yeah.
explains it. That's really stupid, actually. Like, beyond stupid. Hang on,
No,
you hurt your ankle
Was I
like a
in
month
bare
ago.
feet? Was I in bare feet? No, I had soles on. I was
gonna say, dude, you hurt your ankle like a month ago, and you're out walking around without any type of support to help it, like, go back to normal while doing yard work. Oh my god, this is why women live longer.
Nah, what do you want me to do? Sit around my house, do nothing all day long?
No. You use precautions. There's tons of things you can put around your ankle for support.
Like shoes?
Well, yeah, but yeah, good shoes, but also there's like small little braces or like even like the thermal stuff, things that help with air, with pressure. See, look what you've done.
It needs to be wrapped. It needs to be. I have not done I will say this. I have not done a good enough job of making sure it's compressed, but it's okay. It's all right. We'll be okay. All right. I'm glad everybody's with us. I'm
you disappoint
fine.
me greatly.
It was just like a little tweak. That's all. It wasn't
As
like
he fell down and he waved his fist at the sky. And went, why?
No, it was just like aim, ow, and then it got bruised again. So that's okay.
You're gonna break your ankle one day. You're gonna be like, shit.
The world would be better if I did break my ankle. Yes.
Why?
Because it would heal faster than the way it's currently done.
No, that's not how the force works.
I know. Well, yes, it is actually.
No.
This is a very severe sprain, fracture, if you will, fractured bone, just the tip, Blabs. So want to make sure that it's okay. So had it been the full break, it would have been easier to fix. Anyways, with that said, I am going to go get surgery, but it is going to be later this summer because.
Wait, are you actually?
Yeah, I'm going to get surgery for you. Yeah.
On what?
On my ankle.
Just want to make sure we're not talking mentally or anything.
No, I'm good. Thank you, Blabs. Anyways, yes, big show, guys, lined up. I will be fine. I am okay. I'm a male. I'm 40. It's okay. It's all right. Do you ever see that, Blabs? The old football coach was like, "I'm a man. I'm 40."
No.
Oh, okay. Of course you wouldn't. That was like 15 years ago. Anyways, glad you're with us. Flash will be joining us in a little bit. He's on his way back. I'm sure he's grabbing a nice big old cup of shut the hell up. No, some caffeine from the coffee machine, which is great. But man, we got a big show. Like, so much happened over the weekend. It's ridiculous. Kirsche has been in the middle of all the stuff, and obviously we're going to talk about our buddy. She'll be joining us on Thursday again, as she does every couple of weeks. We're going to be getting into that today. Snow White has flopped again, which is spectacular. We have footage of the main actress from Grand Theft Auto 6, which I'm going to tell you this right now. It's impressive.
All the guys are like, hell yeah.
It's impressive. Yes, that's right. Borderlands 4 may be dead on arrival. We have Go Nintendo showing off the greatness that is video game journalism. And speaking of video game journalism, Giant Bomb is back. So we'll get to that in a little bit. So we got a lot to talk about today. Oh, and by the way, Amouranth apparently got in a fight with her husband. We're going to get into that
again.
Well. So yeah, on stream apparently. So it's like, The whole thing is just such a mess. And is it all for show? I don't know.
These
I don't know.
E-thots, you gotta keep them in line.
Yes. I'm sorry. What, Blabs? You got
You gotta keep them in line.
by
I'm
slapping
only kidding.
them?
Listen, I'm only kidding. I'm only going off what Arch said last week.
Okay. Are we live over on Rumble, by the way? I think we are. I don't know if we are. Oh, we are. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure because we had to do things a little bit differently today. But we're good. With that said, as always, we'd like to remind you guys that we are brought to you by you over at Side Strollers Plus. We have a lot of good things going on over there. Lots of fun things. Every Sunday, we drop like a new video, original stuff. And on top of that, tomorrow you can watch, on YouTube, you can watch Bubble Bath Babes. Is it available right now over on Plus, Blabs?
No, so actually we have 2 versions available tomorrow on Plus. We have the uncut, which is only exclusive to Plus, or you have the cut edition, which you can watch for free just like you would on YouTube. So you have the options. If you don't want to watch on YouTube, you can watch it on Plus. So Plus people get 2 versions. YouTube just gets the one.
This is the banned NES game.
Press the same time he did.
There you go. This is the banned NES game, which you can't show on YouTube. But so, anyways, it's a puzzle game. I talked about this game decades ago on the internet, and Blaz played it for the first time. And let me just say this right now: there are some pixelated boobs in that game.
Yeah, so I did the socials this week for Bubble Bath Babes, and I'm kind of wondering if we're gonna get hit on Twitter for showing nudity or something.
We're showing pixels, not nudity. There's a difference.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, look out on Twitter and Instagram for little clips of the show, or episode, I should say, tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. As Blabs went to Buc-ee's, you can watch
That's right.
the Nerd Duel season finale. And this Sunday, Blabs goes to the aquarium.
Why the
Oh,
long
boy.
faces?
What a thumbnail, huh?
Tell the little trick about the aquarium video.
What about it?
What did you do while I filmed the aquarium?
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. The aquarium that we went to used to be an arcade that I worked at called GameWorks. So GameWorks closed, the aquarium moved in. So pretty much during the entire video, what I'm doing is I'm talking about where this game used to be and this game used to be. And Blabs is like, look at that shark over there. Look at that stingray. I'm like, that's where NFL Blitz used to be. That's where Tekken used to be. And so it was very old man of me. It's fun. Anyways, you guys will enjoy that. All of our Plus members over at SideStrollersPlus.com. We are going to have a special promo code for you guys that is only available today later in the show. So make sure you guys stick around for that. And it does directly have to do with Giant Bomb, which will be great.
On a side note, though, real fast.
Yes.
Nice timing given the recent Echo news for the aquarium. See, look at that. We planned it all together.
I'm going to tell you right now about Ecco the Dolphin. All right. And I'm going to hold off on my thoughts on this because I want to know what Yellow Flash thinks. Flash, how are you, buddy?
Hi.
What up?
Hey, do you know anything about Ecco the Dolphin?
Yeah, great Sega game.
Oops.
Great.
Oh, you don't
Sega
like
game,
it?
Flash?
It's good.
Are
you just terrible at it, or?
It's just a horrible game. it's just not good. I've never understood the appeal of Ecco the Dolphin. I don't
Because
get
he's
it.
a fucking cute dolphin.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even a cute dolphin. It's an ugly dolphin. It's just a
Why-
dolphin.
He just looks like a dolphin. Why is he ugly?
Well, he's not a cute dolphin. I'll tell you that much. Just a regular ass dolphin. Regular ass dolphin charged with saving Earth. I'll tell you what.
Who else is going to do it? I mean, in Star Trek 4, they had to get whales to save the Earth. So, I mean, this isn't a crazy plot to me.
Hold on. I feel the need to pull this up because that's Ecco the Dolphin on the PlayStation.
Yeah, what's wrong with Echo the Dolphin on PlayStation? He looks fun.
No,
I never played this version. Oh, those water graphics.
It looks great.
Look like you fucking come out of a box.
Yeah,
came
love
out of the
it.
water.
PlayStation.
Just saying, Ecco the Dolphin.
He just bounces the shit. Oh my god, they just fight each other by smacking each other in the nose. I need to play this.
All right, question. Okay, today's question, very simply, what is the game that you like that nobody else likes? There's your prompt for the day.
Wolverine on the NES.
Oh,
on the
yeah, you
NES.
like that game? Okay. All right.
It's mostly the box art that I like. It's repurposed Jim Lee art.
That's what you like?
And the soundtrack is fucking awesome.
Okay.
So the question is a game that you like, so it's like an unpopular take, basically, that no one else likes, or vice versa?
Yes, a game that you like that nobody else likes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I love my Star Wars Battlefront 2 2017. It's not the most popular Star Wars game, but I fucking love it.
All right, here we go. This is an old video I did from 2007, 8, 9, something like that. This is 15 or so years ago, but here you go. This is my thoughts on Ecco the Dolphins, and nothing has changed since then.
It's been well documented that dolphins are an endangered species that require immediate attention from over-enthused environmentalists. Thanks to that chick from Heroes, we're all painfully aware that they need saving. However, on the Genesis, dolphins save.
Why was she crying? Did one of them try to have sex with her?
I don't know. I don't remember. This is 20 years ago. But Flash, you talk about the great plot. Let me show you the great plot.
From aliens.
I didn't say it was a great plot.
Here you go. Here's your story.
Ecco the Dolphin. So what do I mean by dolphins saving us? Well, let's take a look at the epic plot.
I like the Dreamcast version that we just saw better.
There you go. That's the plot. That's the plot. Just a bunch of animals just getting
They
sucked
took
into
all
it.
the animals, man. Someone's got to save them.
It's Ecco the fucking Dolphin.
I played the new one. I'll try it. I'll try it out. Like a little review.
No, you
Sad that plot because he runs around looking for his family, can't find him.
Oh, it's a sad story. It's like
You gotta
Flipper.
go around sonaring and talking to all the other animals, and he's like, "Where's my family at?" And you can't find them. It's sad.
It's so
Yes.
sad.
Except you fight aliens instead of people.
I want to play it, Craig.
All right, well, go play it, Blabs, right now. Go.
Well, the third one's not out yet. So when it
Bean
comes
with
out-
Bacon says Echo was amazing. How about that?
Well, Bean with Echo. Who? Who?
Bean with Echo?
Bean with Bacon.
Bean with Bacon is a dipshit. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, Bean with Bacon.
Wow.
Craig's in a fighting mood today because
will
you
fight
said he
you.
doesn't like Echo.
Fuck all you Echo lovers. Y'all suck.
Save it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
sorry.
agree with Crimson. If they put a fucking suspenders and a red hat on him, you'd probably like him.
It's true.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm starting to get this vibe from Craig that he really just hates anything to do with the ocean, any of the species living inside the ocean itself, boats, yachts, everything that has anything to do with salt water is a just big fat no.
Yeah, there's
Do
a
you
lot
like
of truth in that.
freshwater?
I do. Anything I can see the bottom of, I'm good with. Yes.
So what if you go into like a really deep lake? It's fresh water.
Oh,
but
I
you
have no
can't see the
interest in
bottom.
that. No interest in that. Can't see the
Now,
bottom.
see,
of
we're
afraid to-
uncovering psychologist Blab here is getting to the root of the fucking Echo problem.
So what happened when you were 5, Craig? What happened? You have
No, I
some
just-
internal PTSD over the water.
Easy, psychologist Blabs. Relax. Oh man, I am trying to get Grok to create a. Oh, here we go. This is wonderful. This is the type of Ecco the Dolphin that I can get behind. Here we go.
Is it a dead dolphin? Don't show me a dead dolphin.
No, it's
is
Echo
that?
Echo in the Mario suspenders.
Look at its tail.
Little tail split off. Oh, this is there. It is. That's right. Oh my God. All right. Well, there you go. Ecco the Dolphin sucks. I stand by that. Appreciate it. Once again, the question today: what is the game that you love that nobody else loves? Even better, what's the game that you hate that everybody else likes?
Oh.
Fire away.
Oh, I got plenty of those, but those are spoilers for Blabs Versus, and Craig knows exactly the one I'm talking about.
Yep. All right. As always, I like to start the show with Today in Gaming History. But before we do, Flash, we've been playing the game where I get to pick the games that Blabs put on Today in Gaming History, and you can help me. So let's figure out the 3 games, Flash, that Blabs put on the list today, unless you already saw it.
I already saw it.
Okay, then I'm going to guess.
You didn't put TMNT on there, really?
Don't,
You just spoiled it for Craig now, didn't you?
Yeah, I was going to say TMNT, Gran Turismo, and you probably put Final Fantasy on because it says Final Fantasy. And Doom. No, I'm going to say you missed Doom. No, I'm going to say you put Doom on there. and Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, well, you're sort of close. I just want to
Terrible
point
Zelda
out
game.
that I am retarded and I got a date wrong. So this is nothing new. This is very much a Blabs thing to do. Gran Turismo was released in 1998. Listen, Doom was not released in 2024. That was the mistake I did. I forgot to change the date.
Yep.
to
Wait,
2024.
you made a mistake? What?
It's the day that ends in Y. And then Legend of the Zelda. Legend
I'd
of
rather
Zelda.
have-
Tears of the Kingdom. There you go.
I'd rather have TMNT on there than Tears of the Kingdom. I don't like
Listen,
Tears of the Kingdom.
I knew Flash would get upset about TMNT, which is why I didn't do it. And here we are having discussion about another game. So you're all welcome.
Yes, thank you, Blabs.
Tears of the Kingdom Minecraft edition. I don't like that one.
It is a very divisive game. Some people really like it, or they really, really don't. Yeah.
There was a game there that was something about like finding a job. Can you go back down, defend your castle? There is help wanted, 50 wacky jobs. What is that?
Shovelware for the Wii. That's what that is.
A lot of that. There's a lot of that out there.
A lot of shovelware, yes. I'll tell you this, Blabs. For Blabs Versus, this may be a game we need to hit. TMNT for the original NES, that would send you to the asylum. 1,000%. It's
How many TMNT games are there?
There's I don't know, 24 TMNT games, but this is the first Ninja Turtle game on the NES.
Okay.
It has
It's a fucking difficult game.
I'd rather
Really
play the Lion
difficult
King,
game.
then.
You should play that.
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do. You do.
Okay.
Hey, giving
Man,
up
that
for
game is brutally tough.
Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, I can't get through that water level without losing like 2 of them.
No, that was you had to have the patience of a saint to beat the water dam level of on Ninja Turtles right there. I actually think it's literally impossible to get through the water level, the dam, without getting hit. I think you actually have to take a hit. But I don't know.
Especially on some of those bottom ones where you have to go just in and out of that little tight path. It's impossible.
Let's see. I'm curious if there's a somebody. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We have a no damage run. Let's see. I want to see how this looks here real fast because I don't believe it. We'll watch it. Here you go, Flash.
Sounds like clickbait.
Yeah, we'll see. This is from 11 years ago, before clickbait existed. So, Blabs, as you're going through, you have to go to all these things and like unhook them. These are like bombs underneath the dam.
And you're on a timer too. That's important to point out. You have to get there within that time limit, which is also frustrating.
Okay, so
you have to look around this little maze and shit. It's tough.
Yep. This is seaweed here. It hits you. This seaweed here automatically kills you.
Why would seaweed hurt you? It's just seaweed.
It's electric seaweed. Then you also have these electric things under here. You get hit by those, but it's actually not that bad until you get to, I think it's coming up right here. So you got these things underground. There's a part where you have to make your way through. No, this isn't it yet. Let's see. Let's get a little bit further. Oh, here it is, right here. Check this out, Blabs. This part right here is infamous.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's one of the spots. He got hit though. Oh.
No, it's just sparking.
Okay.
Like, look at how stupid that is. That's ridiculous. You just
No, he did get hit because like there's 2 squares missing at the bottom.
yeah,
it
but
might
he
have
had
been before the level.
Yeah,
your
he had
health
that at the
doesn't
beginning.
regenerate either.
Mm-hmm.
There's no regeneration.
Well, that may be the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life. Him getting through that area without getting hit. That's stupid. That should not be done.
That's another game with incredible box art, by the way. That's actually the 4th cover for the 2nd print of TMNT, like the Mirage Run.
Let's go. There it is right here, Blabs. Here's the quick cover. TMNT. Look at that with the red bandanas and the red belts. Oh yeah, that's awesome stuff right there. Anyways, so yeah, that was released 36 years ago in 1989 in Japan, which is great. Hey, giving up for Wandering Mania, who became a Plus member over at SidescrollersPlus.com. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Your support over there. Genuinely appreciate that. Tamamo says, hey guys, I wanted to ask, I stumbled upon an old video on YouTube of me raging at Battlefront 3 when I was 15. May I share it for entertainment purposes? Despite what you see, I'm actually very chill now. Wait, so you just stumbled upon an old video of yourself on the internet? Weird. Yeah, put it over on Plus. We'll check that out. Good. Anthony says, we know you're not kidding, Blabs. Just don't leave a mark. Raptor Kratos says, RKO, RKO, RKO. RKO out of nowhere. Thank you, Raptor Kratos. You must have watched Backlash this weekend. Magnum says, my girlfriend says she wanted a fairy tale wedding. I said, okay, and gave her a loaf of bread and left her in the woods. Nice.
Oh, no.
Anthony came in with the 10, says, 980 negative reviews for Crime Boss since Kirsche revealed the news. Keep going, boys. Defend the Foxu. Yeah, we're going to spend a lot of time talking about Kirsche today. I got a line by line of all the things. And once again, Kirsche will be joining us on Thursday, so looking forward to that. I am the Icarus, says Karate Kid for NES is the game our frontman loves that everyone hates. I think a lot of people hate it because James hated it because he made a video about it, the AVGN. But yeah, I enjoyed that game as a kid too. I don't love it, but I enjoyed that game. Scooter says, The Lost World for PSX. I have the dinosaur autism. So Montez, enjoy the dinos. Thank you very much, Scooter. The game you love that everybody else hates. Ultra V says, my favorite game that no one seems to like is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest on the Super Nintendo. I played that game a ton as a kid, but everyone I've mentioned it to has either never heard of it or hates it.
That's because of it's a toned down version.
I had a buddy.
It just doesn't resonate with people.
Yeah, I had a buddy when I was growing up in middle school when that game came out, and I remember him talking specifically about Mystic Quest. He was like, "This game sucks. I hate it. It's not." His exact words. It's not Final Fantasy. I was like, "Okay, all right. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it." Marmalin says, "We all have bad opinions, Craig, and yours is the Echo one. It's okay." Marmalin, wrong.
I think I should buy Craig a plushy dolphin and name it Echo. And they could just sit behind you on your video games.
No. Okay. Will Shepard says, I love Dirge of Cerberus. I don't know if anyone else who even remotely, I don't even know what that game is. I'm a huge Vincent fan, so that may be why. Also, hail Kirsche. May the detractors be stricken with several scrotal pain. Let's go.
That's a Final Fantasy VII spinoff starring Vincent. It's like a shooter, actually.
Okay.
Never played it. Wanted to, but just didn't get around to it.
Guy Rye came in with a 20 Canadian monies. Says, game I like nobody else that nobody else does. Hunted the Demon's Forge, bare bones and held together with shoestring, but it becomes an amazing boomer shooter once you pick the half-naked elf and the fastest bow. All right, Guy Rye. Thank you very much for that. Good to know. Dirt is King says Zelda 2 is the best. Oh, wow. This is a hot take. Zelda 2 is the best NES Zelda, and Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap is the best 2D Legend of Zelda. Wow. Okay. And
that is a fucking hot take right there.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, Dirt is King. All right. Okay. Sounds good. Slagless says a real fuck around find out moment is a YouTuber threatening to attack a guy at his house only to have his face revealed on X. Hi, Kevin. Oh, wow. I didn't know about this. Need to hear more about this. Tenarian came in with a 10, says, I haven't been to a doctor since I was 18 for a dog bite, and I'm turning 41 this Thursday. I do, however, know a doctor in person, and she said I'm textbook example of how a man my age should look. There you go. There you go, Tenarian, looking swole today. Says, I got to agree with Craig. Echo sucks. The most fun I had at that game was jumping out of the water and trying to get the damn dolphin stuck on the land. Yes, there it is. That you're correct. Best thing about it. You're all correct.
Too much hate on it. It's not that bad. You act like it's like the worst game ever.
I just don't get it. There's certain games that just don't resonate with you. Echo the Dolphin is one of those games. Just don't get it. As a I'm sorry, I'm butchering this. Faros person, they belong at the dinner table, not video games. Seriously, they taste great. Dolphins do? Interesting. All right. Delta says, I don't know any other game people I don't know any game people hate that I enjoy. Maybe Balls 3D on the Genesis, but Rain World is a game I hate to play, but has great essays going into the simulation and story. All right, Delta. Thank you for that. Also, Retromeister, good to see you. Says, morning scrollers. I had sent Kirsche a Mother's Day compliment, but didn't expect her to share info that her mother was horrible in a Yahtzee. I'm grateful these BS attacks against Fox who backfired epically. Yeah, man, we got a lot
Her
to
mom
talk
was
about.
a Nazi?
Oh boy.
No,
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
No, she
I've been
wasn't.
following that story. It's crazy. Did you see? So I'm sure we're going to talk about this, but the Crime Boss game dropped her, and then one of those pieces of shit VTubers was like, "I'm going to pick it up," and then was like, "This game is homophobic.
Yep,
I want a refund."
Oh yeah, we're going to spend a lot of time talking about that. We got a lot to talk about. Hey, let's do our best to get to our Montez goal. We are 13 of our 20 into our Montez goal. We do have a new custom Montez made by Nintendo over on Side Scrollers Plus. This one, courtesy of our friend using the Angry Video Game Nerd. Let's go check this one out just for fun as a wonderful fan-made Montez.
Bitch! Montez!
Greetings, nerd! Forgive this intrusion, for it is I, the ghost of Christmas past!
So there you
I
go.
like that. That's funny.
Do you know that was my first acting experience?
Yes.
This is
It's clearly obvious. Thank you.
I'm dressed in a blanket. yeah. I have a blanket on. Anyways,
I like that it smacks him in the head. That's perfect.
Yeah, it's brilliant stuff. Great job. Excellent job there, Nintendo. Appreciate your support and love the creativity using the Montez maker. Great stuff. Okay, we got a lot. Like I said, we got a lot to get to as always. Glad you're with us. Let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. Hard News. Well, it was Mother's Day this past week, and hopefully everybody had an opportunity to go out and say hello to their mother, take them out to dinner, or at least give them a call and say, "Hey, Ma, love you." Maybe take them to a movie, perhaps. Flash, did you do anything for your mom?
Yeah, I went over there and had dinner, and it was a good day.
What about you, Blabs? Did your mom make you any good pasta?
No, actually, my dad did all the cooking because it was Mother's Day. So Mom just chilled and did nothing, and Dad making a fantastic dinner. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Excellent.
Good
Well,
family stuff.
You know, a lot of these companies try to capitalize on getting together with your mom, and Disney was one of them, and actually went out of their way to re-release Snow White over the holiday weekend in theaters to over 1,300 theaters across the United States. And this weekend, Flash, did you see the story?
Yeah, I dropped a video on it.
Well, then you know that it grossed $210,000 from its re-release. An average
$50 a theater.
$50. $50 a theater, which means like 2 tickets were sold in each theater over the weekend to go see Snow White, the re-release of it. It did not do very well. And as a matter of fact, it actually was also released on streaming this weekend as well. They went all in on Snow White again. And Disney, in fact, flopped the digital release as well, as you can see right here. So this movie has been emphatically rejected by not just everybody on the internet, those toxic haters, Flash, but the general audience has shown over and over again that they want nothing to do with this movie.
I think it's fantastic.
Oh, it's
because of that we're not going to have Black Rapunzel.
You think that's what it is? No Black Rapunzel?
Well, they've paused a lot of their remakes.
Well, per the listing on Prime Video, Snow White was set to arrive digital streaming via premium video on demand on Tuesday, May 13th. The film's digital release purchase price was $29.99. Since digital rentals are generally $5 less than purchase prices, viewers can expect the price to be the rental price for $24.99 for 48 hours right here. But it is not done very well. It had a rough run in theaters, earning $86.2 million in North America and $116 million in the rest of the world. So $202 million. It had a $269 million. Yeah, we all know that's a drastically low, and that is before print and advertising cost right here. So it has been it's been failure upon failure upon failure, and I think it all really, and Flash, I'm sure you can agree with me on this one. A lot of it lands on this girl's face right here, Rachel Zegler.
Oh, yes.
She's the one, like her marketing alone for this thing did wonders for people to not see it. Is she totally damaged goods? Like, is anybody actually going to cast her for a major?
She got cast in some indie movie. I covered it a while ago. It's like, why would you grab her?
Isn't she also on Broadway again?
Yeah, no one's buying the tickets.
I don't.
It's like a little arena in London.
Singer, she is. She's a fantastic singer. She's not too bad looking, you know. She's photogenic, but damn, she just likes to open her mouth and spew bullshit and just ruin her entire career.
Well, I mean, further proof that you can be beautiful, you can sing well, but you still have an ugly personality, and people won't have any interest in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's a little too bony.
So she's not Flash's point of view.
I mean, I still would, but
Slash is like would, but you know, I'd be a little bit regretted about it, you know, feel a little dirty after.
Wow. What a mess. What a mess. You know, it's funny because if social media didn't exist and she didn't just have these horrible interviews, don't you think she'd be a bigger star? Because
she would be.
Yeah, she's done this to herself.
She's done it for like every movie. Because I don't remember exactly what was said, but she said something during that musical remake. What was the name of it?
I don't know.
West Side Story.
Oh, yeah. West Side Story.
It was either her, and it might have been Steven Spielberg. I don't remember, but
it
somebody.
Was Steven Spielberg.
Was it about the subtitle thing?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Yeah, go learn Spanish, bitch," because he didn't want to put subtitles on the Spanish-speaking parts, which is fucking dumb.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit.
Nice.
I think it was West Side Story. That whole issue, because I remember Steven Spielberg did do West Side Story, and there was the subtitle.
But it was either her or Steven Spielberg that was, because they asked, "Why don't you subtitle the Spanish parts?" And he's like, "That's disrespectful."
But why?
It's because he's retarded now. That was incredibly stupid. Well, I don't speak Spanish, so I'm not going to go watch your movie. I won't be able to understand half of it.
All right, let's see. I just Googled this. Spielberg's explanation came when he spoke to IGN in a promotional interview for the movie. I didn't want to subtitle any of the Spanish out of respect for the inclusivity of our intentions to hire a totally Latino Latinx cast to play the Shark Boys and girls.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And yet, meanwhile,
it's bigotry.
But like, you won't hire Rachel Zegler, and at most, she's what?
Subtitles are bigotry.
Hispanic at most. She's what, more Dutch or whatever it was?
She's half white.
Yeah.
Subtitles are bigotry?
They're bigots!
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And
stare at the screen, dummy.
Subtitles really help you learn. What the fuck?
I know. Yes.
Oh my god.
Because like I watched some animes in the original Japanese, and like you pick. Well, yeah, some of them have great English voice acting. What can I say? I like it, and I like looking at the animation more than reading it too, so I can hear and watch at the same time. Anyway, don't get mad at me about that.
I like the passion in the Japanese voices.
Yeah, that's true. So like you pick up some words right after a while from reading everything and hearing what they're saying, and be like, all right, this word means so and so. It's like, so you're literally learning that way with the subtitle. Whatever, man.
Wow. Well, I just learned that subtitles are racist today. So
subtitles are bigots.
What a bunch of bigots!
All those Japanese people putting subtitles for the people in it to watch and read in English. Bigots.
Wow. Okay, nice. That's excellent.
You are racist.
That's right. Where were we at? Where is it when you really, really need to use it? It's around here somewhere. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? There it is.
You are racist.
All
We
right.
have too many. Sometimes it's hard to find.
We do.
I know I had to delete a bunch of my stuff.
Soon it'll
I
be
could
Phoenix's
find
job.
clips.
It'll be great. All right. Let's move on to a movie that I think you will probably be very interested in seeing, Flash. Did you see the news that Batman Forever, the mid-90s not-so-classic, is getting re-edited or has been edited by Joel Schumacher?
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Yes. So, and it is getting a release in Los Angeles later this month. Batman Forever, the Schumacher cut here. By the way, really smart right there with the two imagery here. Getting it, and I've heard this is like an entirely different movie, which probably is a good thing because the first movie has never been received well at all. This is the one. I
disagree with that.
Oh, you do?
People that like the third one, it's not that bad.
Okay. It's
no Batman and Robin.
Generally not received super well by
put a poll
critics.
in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, pull it up, Blabs. See what we got. Did you like Batman Forever? This is starring Val Kilmer here. You can see the tomato meter and the popcorn meter here. What people generally think about this movie. I did not like this movie when it was released, but I'm totally interested in seeing how it could be recut. So, Flash, this thing that you'd be willing to travel to go see?
No. But if they released it here, by me, I would go see it. Sure.
Yeah. Maybe do it online, digital online or something like that on Amazon.
I'd rather go to the theater and watch it.
Man,
this would be something that could get me to go to a theater.
I do. That is interesting. I do like the idea. I mean, you have Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones. I mean, you got a pretty big cast here. Obviously, Val Kilmer, rest in peace, man. Rough stuff. Joel Schumacher was the director of the film, and he wants to bring his true vision to it. So I don't know. As a comic book fan, when you said you liked the original movie,
but spoiler alert: Batman '89 and Returns aren't very comic book accurate either.
Right. Who are you? I'm Batman. So good. Sorry, Batman '89. Delicious. So good. So yeah, there you go. You can look out for that. I'm sure the 300 people who will see it will have rave reviews about what Joel Schumacher's cut of Batman Forever was. So, all right, let's go. I want to get to this Kirsche stuff because we actually have more information coming out as we have the show going. So I want to make sure that's all completed before we get to all the Kirsche stuff. We're still compiling that on the back end, which is great. Good job, Blabs. But first, I wanted to get to this video. Flash, have you watched the GTA6 trailer 7,000 times like the rest of the internet has, trying to figure out all the things that have been going on in it?
No,
you haven't.
I don't care that much. I've watched it twice.
Okay.
It's good. It's fine with it. I'm not. What I'm more laughing at are some of the reactions from the journalists because then you want Jason to be gay. They're gooning over the characters making out.
Mm-hmm.
One guy who's obviously never played a Grand Theft Auto before is praising it because it glorifies criminals and the cops are villains. So obviously he's a fucking tourist because every single Grand Theft Auto glorifies criminals. It's like, where the fuck have you been? Just proving that these people don't play any of this shit.
Well, there's Jason and then there's Lucia, who is the other lead character. And, they have this Romeo or this kind of Romeo and Juliet thing going on, I guess. Or, they're obviously the bad guys and the people Lucia's made bad choices. And now she was incarcerated or whatever. But let's talk about specifically the actress who's playing Lucia. As we saw this clip the other day, there's a scene in the trailer where it really focuses on her ass. And that's
great. It's a good scene.
Yeah. Well,
she got a nice big ass.
Lucia does have a nice big ass in real life because this video was released and she's not afraid to show it off. Look at her doing her thing at the gym right there. This is the Lucia actress over here working that booty. What do you think, Blabs?
It's fantastic. Look at that.
It's not exactly gym behavior, is it? If we're gonna nitpick here, I mean, is it just harmless fun?
Hater!
Absolutely, but at the same time, it's like maybe when you're in a public space,
Hater.
don't act like a dumb thought. You know,
This looks like a private gym.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
she looks like to be the only one in that specific room, but the other place that she was in wasn't a private. There was other people there.
Yeah, well,
See, that's a normal gym.
Yeah, but she's not doing anything like there. And this right here, this is just quick.
Yeah, that's pretty harmless. Like I'm just saying, like if we're gonna nitpick, that would be like the most. It's like maybe act normal in the gym because how many men are always accused of being weird around women and recording and blah 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 blah. But then we have this chick who's like, I don't give a fuck, and it's like, well, rules for thee but none for me. You know?
That's right. This is sexism.
Look at that thing.
Joe, Unaverage Joe is
God
right. Sexism
damn.
and gaming. That's right. That's what we have here. Sexism and gaming.
God damn.
Yeah, it moves. It certainly does. Wow. Congratulations.
Flash
to her.
wishes he was that guy. He's probably tapping her.
Yes, this guy is yes.
Absolutely is. Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying, your brother doesn't go up here and do this. Like,
unless he's a gay best friend. Who knows?
Like, well, I guess, but brothers don't like stand there and be like, check it out. Hey, look at that. It's more like pride than anything else. Look what I got here, boys. Let's go. Anyways, congratulations to her in GTA 6 and congratulations to everybody who gets to watch this video over and over and over again. If you want to rewind and watch it at any time, you can.
It's actually Flash's wallpaper now on his desktop.
Yeah.
It's just like her doing a split. That's it. It's right there. That's the screenshot.
What's her Instagram?
I want to know what her net worth is from making GTA 6 and being like
Probably
that.
not shit.
Yeah, probably making nothing at all.
I'm curious.
Yeah, nothing at all.
We're
Absolutely
paying you an exposure.
No, absolutely not. Well, good for her and all the assets that she has that she's bringing to Grand Theft. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 right there. There you go. All right. Tamamo says, posted it. I had no idea my friends were recording. Ignore my cringe gamer tag. We were all 15 once. I can't even imagine being like that now. 14 years later, I'd give myself a slap, slap myself silly. Yeah, Tamamo has a footage of himself being 15. So we'll check that out here in a little bit. Thank you very much. I am the Icarus, became a member for 12 months. What do you win? A thumbs up. There you go. Thank you so much. I am the Icarus. Henry says, random shout. Rest in peace, Sabu. Tough stuff. Yeah, we lost a wrestling legend over the weekend. Did you see that, Flash?
No, who passed away?
Sabu, the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal maniac. Sabu was a ECW original, and he was passed on this weekend. This guy, he truly gave his body to wrestling, man. This guy has had scrapes and scratches all over his body. He was a hard ass mother sucker. And while his style wasn't exactly what I was into, but I mean, he had scars all over the body. Many people resonated with Sabu. So yeah, man, pretty big loss for the wrestling community. He was crazy in the things that he did. And he was wrestling. He had his last match not too long ago, at 60 years old. And maybe that's why he died. I don't know. Just passing on so early, just the abuse that his body took. I don't think there's been any sort of notification on why exactly he died, but it's been rough, man. Rough. So
sucks.
Yeah. A lot of people passing on in the wrestling community, unfortunately. They're dying early. So Wolf and Wings says, love Echo and Batman Forever, and GameWorks was the best. There you go, Wolf and Wings. Thank you very much. I agree with two of those three things. Tenarian says, I'm excited to hear how Craig pronounces Feroce. It's the main reason I bring up my nationality here. By the way, the Pharaoh is pronounced the same as Pharaoh, and the E's part is the same as Chinese. Okay, so it's Faroese. Got it. Thanks, Tenarian. He also says, not a fan of Batman Forever, more of the Batman Returns kind of guy. Batman Forever, the arcade game, was great, though. I got it on the PlayStation 1. There you go. My Faroese brother.
It's good. Beat him up.
Delta says the Kirsche mother thing is weird only because the side that says not to stereotype suddenly says genetics and upbringing make a person. i.e., Tulsa Gabbard's father being homophobic or something, she has to do it too. Right. All right. We're going to get to the Kirsche stuff very, very shortly. But first, I want to get to this one little quick thing. PAX East was this past weekend. Have you followed Borderlands 4 at all, Flash?
No, I hate Borderlands.
Okay. So Borderlands 3 did not perform very well. Borderlands 2 was really good, but a lot of people did not like Borderlands 3. Well, Borderlands 4 is coming out, and it's almost done. From what I understand, it's like pretty much gone gold. It's like almost there. This is what people are saying on the internet. I don't know. But Randy Pitchford is the CEO of Gearbox, who is the company behind behind Borderlands 4. And he came out over the weekend and said at PAX East that Borderlands 4 might be the new price that Nintendo and Microsoft have led with, right?
Good. Make it $100.
Okay. Why are you saying good? Why are you interested in the $100 Borderlands game?
Because no one's going to buy it.
Yes. I think this game, if it prices at $80, I think this game is dead on arrival. I really do. I think this game has no chance of success. And to hear the CEO of this company being like, well, especially a game that's like done, made in Dallas of all places, saying, well, we might just follow, this is what Nintendo and Microsoft have led with, so we might just follow it. I think that this game will be rejected to half court so quick, and they will do a quick price reduction on this game, or at least put it on sale. Blabs, you got anything on that?
I probably don't think it's going to do as well as they hope it will. But I know nothing about Borderlands, so I really can't comment and be like, oh, it was going to do terrible. I got nothing on it.
Borderlands is a looter shooter.
It's very niche, I think.
Well, no. It's not niche at all.
Borderlands 2 was huge.
No, Borderlands was massive. Yeah.
No, but I don't really hear anyone talking about it anymore.
Well, that's just it, right? Borderlands 3 was Borderlands was released in 2019. Now, this is crazy. I didn't know this. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot. Borderlands 3 shipped over 18. Okay, I'm a fucking asshole then. Borderlands 3 sold 18 million units as of August 2020. So fuck me, I'm done.
But it fell off real fast.
Sheesh, that's crazy. Borderlands.
And then look what happened with the movie.
Wow. Okay.
Kind of seems like that brand is a little damaged.
Oh, man, fuck me. I'm an idiot then. Okay, Borderlands 3 sold over 18 million. Borderlands 2 sold 27 million units. And Borderlands 1 sold... Wow. Oh, shit. 77 million. No. Okay, 77 million total. Okay, Borderlands 1 sold 48 million units. Borderlands 2 sold 27 million. Borderlands 3 sold 18 million. So if we're staying on track, Borderlands 4 will sell about between 10 and 12 based off of the gradual decline. So, yeah, well, shit. I guess we'll see what happens, man. That's I don't know, but pricing it at $80, it just seems like a recipe for success or not success right there. So. What is a recipe for success is Ian coming in with 10 gifted memberships. Let's go, Ian. Thank you so much. Look at Blabs' face trying to figure out. There it is. Yes, there's Kirsche bouncing up and down with the 10 gifties for Ian right there. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that support. If you guys got gifted membership, make sure you say thanks. Consider paying it forward.
It will.
It will indeed. It will indeed. Hypernaut says Flash loves that badonkadonk.
Oh, yes.
What guy doesn't?
Love that badonkadonk.
Unless you're gay.
I like a little junk in the trunk.
Little junk. So for Blabs to buy Craig a dolphin named Echo.
Yeah.
No. Musashi says Borderlands 4 tries to whitewash their characters lately, all suddenly. Their shade of brown have been exceedingly lightened lately. Desperation. Really? I haven't seen that. Thanks for the heads up on that. Bentley says, I've noticed this game a good bit in the chat, but a game that wasn't initially received in a good way was Star Fox Adventures. Yes. Kirsche would make a great crystal. Yes. So Star Fox Adventure wasn't actually a Star Fox game initially at all.
That's the Wii U one, right?
It was, yes, I believe. No, it was the GameCube one.
GameCube. Oh, that's the one that doesn't even really, they like shoehorned in.
Yes.
The air wings.
It was the Super Mario Brothers 2 of the Star Fox series.
Yeah,
It was GameCube, 2002.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We
Ian,
used the one that had motion control. That one's shit.
Yeah, it was
Hate
previously
that one.
called, as the chat's pointing out, Dinosaur Planet, and then it was reskinned.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Listen,
All right.
everyone's excited for like GTA 6 in May 2026, and I am super excited for Jurassic World Evolution 3 releasing in May 2026. I'm just saying. Right.
Way to go, Blabs. Way to go. It's great. All right. Okay. So we had some big news on the video game journalist side of things. Flash, did you see that Giant Bomb is going back to its original owners after being sold by Fandom?
Can't wait to see how that works out. Not a big demand for leftist-driven video game websites. So we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, well, we saw, was it last week or the tail end of last week that I think it was Jeff Grubb was like, I'm not showing up to work. Then he was like fired. and then Fandom just sold it back to them. So we got this press release. Fandom sells Giant Bomb to independent creators. Says gaming content, whatever. So the point is that they sold it back to them, right? And, financials of the deal were not disclosed, obviously. It may have been, I don't know, $100,000, may have been $0. They may have just handed it off. I doubt they did, but either way, the statement from Giant Bomb says, Giant Bomb is now owned by the people who make Giant Bomb, and it would not have been possible without the speedy efforts of Fandom and our mutual agreement on what's best for fans and creators. The future of Giant Bomb is now in the hands of their supporting community, of our supporting community, who have always had our backs no matter what. We'll have a lot to say about what this looks like soon, but for now, everyone can trust that all the support we receive goes directly to the team. So, and by all the support that you see, this is courtesy of Hypnotic, who did a little bit more digging on this outside of just the press release. Thank you, Hypnotic, for this. Says, journalists, when they work for corporation, these YouTubers are grifters. All they care about is money. These people are liars. They don't play games, and they only care about engagement and money. They only want your money. Journalists, when they get fired and try to go independent away from corporations, overlords giving them money. We want your money. We need your money. Give us money. This is literally
I saw that post. It's funny.
Yes. Here comes the part that you're probably expecting. We want your money. We need your money. Give us your money. But for real, this is a big risk we're taking. And keeping Giant Bomb alive is to rely. Look, yes, we get it. We get it. All right. And this goes back to the old Anna Kasparian thing here.
Give me the money. Give me the money.
So that's exactly what we're saying. Fuck them. If you would like to support anybody, fuck them. Give us the money. Go to sidescrollersplus.com today and today only. Use promo code BOMB, B-O-M-B, and get $30 off your annual membership. All right? If they're going to grip this shit, we want to do something. And by the way, we have plenty of announcements coming, one later this week, about what we plan on doing with Plus. And I promise it's going to far outpace whatever Giant Bomb has going on over there. So, fuck
those
them.
Fucking grifters.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hey, guys.
They should bring Alyssa Mercanti back onto their set and
they should
have her tell people to fuck off again.
I'm sure that would
I won't
make
give you a dime, Giant Bomb.
And here we go. One more for you guys.
Money, please.
Oh, no, there's no money.
Money, please.
That's promo code BOMB over at Side Scrollers Plus. Get $30 off your annual membership over there. Oh, my God. Fuck those assholes. Ridiculous. Monolith giving us some money, please, over with the $10 super chat. Says Borderlands 3 was my second most regretted game purchase. It says only beaten by pre-ordering the deluxe edition of Destiny 2 and a failed attempt to impress a girl. Wow, that was to impress a girl? All right. Didn't work out very well. Joseph says Craig is right about Echo, but wrong about River City Ransom. That's true. Also, River City Ransom has an amazing soundtrack. Lots of covers on YouTube. Montez! Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that. Marius says, I'm with you, Blabs. Looking forward to JWE 3.
Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Big fan of the series with 155 hours in JWE.
Jurassic World Evolution 2, which it's so weird because they literally said for like a release date for this game, they're like between June 2025 and May 2026. And we're like, when? What? That's a huge gap. And obviously there's been no talk about it, so I doubt it's happening this year. But yeah.
How many times are they going to make dinosaurs and figure out, like, when are they going to figure out that they just break out and cause havoc every time? Like, this is like the 6th time.
What do you mean? Like the movie or the video game?
The movie.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not really all that excited for Rebirth. I think that's what it's called. It's not for me, I don't think. Yeah. But the games are great. Super fun.
We'll contain them for sure this time.
Yeah, this time we got them.
All right. Well, appreciate your support, guys. And once again, head over to Side Scrollers Plus. And we should make a promo code dinosaur for you, Blabs.
Yeah. Can you fit the word dinosaur, or do you need dinos?
Probably dino.
Use code Dino.
Don't use it yet. We'll make it.
Yeah, not yet, guys.
Marius says, Montez, let's go. We did hit our Montez goal. Let's stinking go. Flash, you get to pick a number between 1 and 15.
2.
Oh, starting low. Let's go. Classic here.
Round 1. Fight.
Bitch. Montez!
Fatality.
Montez!
Let's go.
I wonder if she knows that she's used as a promo on your show.
I don't know.
Maybe she'll call Montez.
I love it. That'd be
you
great.
Take that
They're
down,
using
Craig.
my face without my permission. That'd be funny.
How do you even know what her face is? I have no idea what she looks like at all.
That's what she would be like. Oh my God, they're using me.
Well,
she's going to call Montez.
That's right.
Montez!
Montez!
Gone sort it out.
Hey, speaking of, I did put a new Montez goal up. Let's go and hit our second one today. That'd be spectacular.
What if Montez is a high-powered lawyer?
Nothing would make me happier. I would love for Montez to get a cease and desist from Montez. How amazing that would be.
Frame that shit.
Oh my God. Adam says, so game journals and DSP are the same. Got it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And everybody creating on the internet. So yes, thank you very much. Michael came in and says Borderlands 4 looks like a copy paste asset flip. Randy Pitchford is forever banned from my wallet for making Aliens Colonial Marines the worst alien game ever. Yes. And Marvelin says breaking news: journalists attempt to go independent realize that they're not relevant. They're irrelevant. Pandering audience is jobless socialists expecting shit for free. YouTube won't let me say this, and fuck them. That's right. Thank you, Marmalin. That is correct. And I think these people are about to find out. So, okay. This was trending over the internet over the weekend, and this is fucking crazy. Now, I usually don't like to get into people's bullshit, but I think there's a reason why it's important to talk about this. Did you see this shit going on with Amouranth and her husband over the weekend, Flash?
Yeah, I guess they were arguing for like 10 hours.
Yes. So Amouranth on her stream with her husband, they're doing a 20-hour, this is the clip from the internet. Amouranth calls the cops on her husband after he charged her after doing a 20-hour stream argument. Okay, I don't know if this was planned or what. But
wait, that's her husband on the right?
Yes.
What?
What did you expect?
I don't know. I was expecting some 10 on 10 butch dude, not whatever that is.
It's because he treats her like shit. That's why he's her top man. So everybody else is like, will lick her asshole. That's like a trick with a lot of women, Blabs. You don't know that?
I guess not.
A lot of women like to be treated like trash.
Well, that's what happens here. They both treat each other like trash, and it's both very, very public. And a lot of people are saying, hey, this is just WWE bullshit, right? But on the surface, I think there's something to that, right? But let's actually see what happens here in this clip.
That's fine. I'm not okay with. I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well, then leave. I'm not going to follow you.
So you're literally just going to be super defiant, is that right?
Talk about problems.
By the way, this seems like an incredibly healthy relationship, by the way. Just throwing this out there.
It's extremely toxic.
Oh my God, yes.
Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Leave.
my
You
face.
can move. You can
Dude,
go
dude,
away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera
The
view to
fuck,
me.
bro? What is wrong with you? You got.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
She's walking around with like the cable for no reason.
Well, she called the cops.
No, the cable behind her wasn't plugged into her phone, right? Like she's trailing behind her.
Guys, I'm tired of getting called at this fucking house.
Yeah, we're live.
Right. Okay, so whether it's just, I don't know, the cop just conveniently stands in frame. I don't know. Like I said, some people say this is bullshit. This is a thing. Here's
It
what
very well could be.
You're right. It could be, but this goes on for hours, fucking hours, where they're just yelling at each other on stream. And let me tell you why I don't think this is a skit, right? Because of the response of, I don't think that she's a good enough actor to fake this. And this is the end where she just fucking breaks down. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. This is hard to watch, all right? I don't like to see women struggle or in an abusive relationship at all. To be clear, I think they're both fucking abusive to each other, right? Just based off of this is just my personal thoughts on this, just based off the way they speak to each other, right? But this is tough to watch. I just don't think she can act this well.
You know your position on this.
What is your problem?
Strongly enough, they have to swat.
I can't deal with this anymore.
Can you imagine that?
Call your dad,
She's
bro.
actually defending the
Just
guy
tip
who
one
swatted.
Call
She's
your
like,
dad.
well,
Amouranth.
you mean I
Call your dad.
catalyzed? You're saying I catalyzed? I catalyzed?
You hate me, just kill me, please. It would be so much easier.
Random just.
I can't deal with this
Man,
anymore.
shut you are fuck up. Be calm. You're
I don't
fucking
wanna
crazy.
deal with this.
Why are you
saying
moving so fast?
I catalyzed.
Fucking stick it in. You're dangerous for society.
That's all I want to watch that.
You think that's you genuinely think that's real?
You think that you
I
think
think
she's good enough
that's
actor for
hella
that?
fake.
You think that really? Maybe
Mm.
maybe I underestimate this lady's ability to act. You think this is real?
Just about every woman can cry on command almost. Unless
I
you're
think
Amber
that's
Heard,
fake.
she can't.
Really?
Amber Heard is incapable of crying on demand.
I just don't think she's that talented, if I'm being totally honest with you. But that's interesting. So Blabs, you think that this is totally fucking fake?
I think so. Listen, I think that her husband may be a huge piece of shit, and she also may be a huge piece of shit. But I also, part of me thinks that they schemed this entire thing together to make him look like a piece of shit, and her the victim, and all the money and the views rake in. Yeah.
Look
I
at
bet
how many
you
people are
afterwards-
talking about it.
They're probably even texting each other, going, "Oh, that was really good, babe. Yell louder." Like they're probably just doing that. Like, nah, I think it's fake. Sorry.
I think just for me, like I've never been in a situation where I've had a woman break down like that in front of me, right? So I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know.
That's a good thing or a bad thing. She's
Uh,
literally being like, "If you hate me, just kill me." Like, give that girl an Oscar for like worst, shittiest performance ever.
Okay. I mean, look, I have heard crazy hyperbolic statements before like that, you know, the "would just kill me," you know. But I don't know, like it's I will defer to you, Blabs, on this. If you think it's total bullshit, then I will stand with
Listen,
you.
what do I know? I can't read people, but like, I kind of feel like it's fake. How many times has she had these stunts happen?
Oh yeah,
you know?
she sold bath water and all sorts of
Yeah.
stuff. Right,
I think
yeah.
they're just desperate for views and relevancy because she's slowly fading away. Very slowly, but she is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Flash, do you think it's fake?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been
Maybe-
bamboozled.
Maybe I am. Maybe I totally have. But you know, look, I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff. I'm not an authority at all when it comes to domestic abuse. All right. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So this is a new world to me of like, and I think for me, there's a bigger question here. And that is, if you're going to have a fucking argument, right? Why would you do that in front of thousands upon thousands of people online? I mean, I do think that there is something to what you said of like the idea of the drama create, like people were talking about this as it was happening, right? For her, if this was legit, maybe it was a matter of I wanted it to be documented and I wanted everybody to see this argument, right? But they both come off as total shit faces in this, so I don't know. Like, why would you broadcast this entire domestic, disturbance that's going on, where the cops are called the entire time? And I just wonder how this all started, or, what was the tipping point? So
listen, it started with Twitch. How many times do men and women film themselves doing really batshit things on social media? Mm-hmm. Every fucking day. There was that chick who literally peed outside a window on Kick like 2 years ago, right? They do the weirdest shit. This is all for fame, fortune, money, views, clicks, relevancy, you name it.
Okay.
Well, we're giving them the time of the day right now,
Yeah. I mean, we are, exactly. And you could say we are part of the problem. I get it. We
are the problem.
We are the problem. Yes. But it's interesting to me, to say the least. I can't imagine wanting to live my life like that, to where you'd be so inclined to want to showcase that on the internet of all things. Just a different world for me.
It could also be like, as Eric says, didn't this couple have problems a few years ago where she had a breakdown? She told everyone this dude was making her do the OnlyFans stuff and sell out. Entirely possible, but we don't know.
Yeah. Kelb came in as a brand new Plus member. Thank you so much, Kelb. Genuinely appreciate your support over there. It's spectacular. Visitor 23 says, Big Jeff Grubb's about to get real skinny. Over at a Giant Bomb says, Ian says, did he pretend to walk away, then turn around and spread her camera? Pure slapstick. Mayonnaise J says, that's her charger, Blabs. She's a fembot. That was the cable I was running behind.
Yeah, well, it just looked really funny because it was like a trail behind her of just like a cape.
Mary says, money but doesn't buy class. To me, Amouranth has always been mid. Gear says, beyond ew. And as for the crime boss game defaming whistleblower, Kirsche likes that is too much. Prepare the police uniforms, dress up Kirsche as the police, and put the game on shutdown. Well, we're about to get to Kirsche as soon as we're done here in just a second. Wolf and Wings, brand new member over here on YouTube. Thank you very much. Marmalin says, sorry, dated crazy chicks like this. It's totally fake. All right. Like I said, I totally cool with being told I'm wrong on this, or why I should be looking at this a little more skeptically. Eric says, she lied so much I wouldn't believe her if she told me the sky was blue. Musashi says, oh no, millionaire rich dollar streamer act on cam. Hard to believe it's not acting. She only knows to act temper tantrum like a spoiled 5-year-old. Harbinger says, just like Disney Marvel and Disney Star Wars, I ain't buying it. Why stream this crap? Streaming it makes it all like a performance. Valid. Marmalin says they went from $2.2 million per month to $1.5 million. Yes, that's their income. Losing $700,000 like that is why this is coming up. She lied about this guy repeatedly to get Simps to pay her more. Wow, they're making $2.2 million a month?
Well, yeah, probably more than that because she owns like gas stations and fast food places. And so even if she does fade away, Blabs, like she's invested all that money into.
Oh yeah, she's got tons of money. She's set for life.
Yeah.
Damn. That's fucked up.
And she is going to fade away because she's getting older.
Yeah, exactly.
Ranger says, I remember when Amouranth was just a cosplayer and did ASMR. Her husband is essentially a pimp behind her becoming an OnlyFans skank. And that argument was totally a stunt. Game Hunter Sirius says, Craig, when I took acting classes in college, my professor, John Walcott, warned everyone in spring 2017 not to not be a narcissist. He was in Titanic, Seabiscuit, MASH, Lost. Our voice actor in Mulan, Sister, let's fucking go. Montez, thank you very much. Don't be a narcissist. Easy breezy. Ian says, Craig's like, if hobbits are fake, explain Lord of the Rings.
It's true.
That's what was making me laugh.
Bentley says, "Hey, side coolers,
Explain them.
on a total side note, I just saw that Leroy Jenkins clip. It just turned 20 years old. Holy biscuits, we're old. Well, at least I got chicken. Montez part 2. Let's go, Bentley. Yep, we did hit our Montez goal today. Let's stinking go. Montez goal number 2. Pick a number between 1 and 15, Flash.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Bitch! Montez!
Tenarian says, my game I like that others hate, Death Trap Dungeon on PS1 and PC. It features that fart noise you have on your soundboard in the opening movie. You mean this one? It's so 90s that a female main character is more scantily dressed in the game than she is in the concept art. Let's go. Excellent. Thank you very much. Death Trap Dungeon. All right, we do have a third Montez goal. Why not? Let's think and go. Love that. John says, it's been 2 years since I found Craig streaming himself listening to Mario music. We need more music streams, Craig. Maybe we'll do that over on Plus. That sounds like super fun. Those are fun, just listening to tunes. All right. We do see all your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants. We'll get to every single one of them throughout the show, including all your Plus memberships over at Side Strollers Plus. But let's talk about our friend Kirsche. Now, we always like to provide a little bit of context before we get into the updated story here. It started last week when there was this article, actually started about 3 weeks ago when Vice wrote a hit piece about Kirsche. Then there was another article from Sportskita, this article right here, talking about how the headline says Kirsche goes viral for seemingly defending Shiloh Hendricks fundraiser after latter reported calls a child the N-word. This article is filled with misrepresentations of the things that Kirsche has said. Now, there was another person who wrote the Vice article named Anna Valens, and this is a man pretending to be a woman who has a giant hate boner for Kirsche. Apparently, this stems from the idea that Kirsche, well, I guess this Anna Valens person tried to be a VTuber and
got rejected.
Kirsche made fun of him, and then they've had a hate boner ever since. So much so that when you scroll down their timeline over on X, it's all signaling partners to try to drop Kirsche from them. Gamer subs, U2s, things like that. And here we are. We have all these different like things here. And just once again, I'm not going to play the clip. We played it last week. But this person is a vile piece of shit.
Yeah.
And
wants rape camps.
Right. This is a dude who's walking around masturbating as a lady. And in this clip here, which we're not going to play because it is absolutely fucking vile. And every time I hear it, it makes me just want to
he said it's just jokes, bro.
It's just jokes, bro. Just
until you go to his Kiwi Farms and you see that it's clearly not a joke.
Yes. So they went out of their way to create more or less a 10-minute highlight reel of things taken out of context here from Kirsche over here. It says an anonymous source reached out with a compilation of Kirsche being racist, spreading conspiracy theories, defending George Zimmerman, and saying that if there were no consequences, she wouldn't censor anything in her Discord. Also saying Austin Metcalf's dad should kill himself. So this is all an 11-minute compilation of things that are taken kind of out of context. Kirsche actually responded to this directly. He says, as a demonstration of how my antis have been lying by omission with regards to my content and views, please see how they treated the 23rd out of context clip in this compilation. I have an edgy sense of humor. I'm like the shock jocks of old. It's incredibly easy for people to have no moral center to take anything I say that requires minutes and more context and make it look horrible. Let's go see what this was here and how it was taken out of context.
Why is there a fire happening right now?
There are multiple fires that are taking place. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The news though, you're supposed to know.
Well, I don't know how it started. We don't know how it started. There, winds.
All the gay people in LA.
Oh Oh no! Well, it's so offensive.
So ridiculous.
Oh my god!
You can't say that. You can't say that. It's ridiculous.
It is funny. People are tired of these more. And what a disgusting person, number one, to use for your moral policing. That Anna Valens. That person is a nasty motherfucker. And this is who's going to tell me what's morally right and wrong? Fuck off. This is why people are sick of the message. These leftist people, there's no demand for your content. That's why they go around trying to cancel people. They think they can cancel her and it's going to make their shit more popular.
Ain't going to happen. As a matter
There's
of fact,
no demand for your leftist content anymore. It's done. You've killed it with your over moral bullshit.
well, the spoiler to all this entire story is that all this has done is it's helped Kirsche and it's ruined the game that we're going to talk about in a little bit. Once again, here's the full context.
It's like when you're a Twitch streamer and someone says something super out of pocket and you're like, you're repressing the desire to laugh while also saying, I disavow. The fires are because of all the flaming gays. The man who actually lit California on fire. I know, right? The fires are because of all the flaming gays. The man who.
So that's what they showed. Once again, totally cut out of context. You can see exactly if you look at a 3-second clip, this reminds me of this. There's an old Simpsons episode where Homer gets interviewed by Hard Copy or whatever it was. It was this sensational TV show, and in the background there's a clock of a clock behind Homer as he's getting interviewed, and as he's speaking, they more or less copy and paste words that he says to create a narrative, and you can see the clock changing times behind him. Like that's exactly what you're seeing here. It's insane. But people have taken this clip and they've gone to her sponsors and some people that she's been affiliated with. One of those is a game called Crime Boss. Now, Crime Boss is a game that Kirsche has been a champion of for quite a long time. And so much so that like Kirsche is pretty much the main champion for this game, period. Right? This is a AA game that she's the one who plays it. Like it's kind of her game. And this is from X, obviously, for all the people claiming Kirsche has only had a tiny impact on Crime Boss viewership. Here's a sample of the streams when she played the game. I checked VODs to make sure she actually played. The views in this image alone total 480,000 views total on YouTube. Just a sample of her streams right here. So she's had a very big impact on this game. Well, they dropped her.
So stupid.
And this is Kirsche speaking on behalf of herself right here. It says, this is from Victus over here, who follows me. Thank you very much. It says, you are spineless cowards for dropping Kirsche from your partner program. For her and her community supported your game from the beta on Epic Games until now, after receiving not a single bit of grief by association. Here's Kirsche talking about it.
The only marketing they had. I am the reason for their success. I brought thousands, tens of thousands of people to that fucking game. Like, it's insane. Insane that they weren't even getting any heat. They weren't even getting tagged anywhere. Nobody even knew that I was partnered with them. And out of everyone, they were the ones to drop me. They made more off of me than I made off of them. And they dropped me. So I completely agree with Asmongold. If you didn't buy the game, please don't leave bad reviews, right? Don't brigade. Only if you bought the game, only if you spent money. Change your review to negative. Send them emails. Tag them on Twitter. Make sure you know that actual paying customers are upset with their decision. Again, don't be rude. Don't be insulting, right? If I see people insulting them, I'm going to be mad at you. I might ban you. I don't know. But I don't want people to like insult them. Be cordial. The only,
which I think, like, if you listen to what she's saying, she's like, if you're pissed, vote with your wallet. That's it. Don't be a jerk to them. But and obviously she can't control if people are going to be jerks to them, right? But I think about how this whole thing started. You know, with that initial hit piece on Vice by the dude pretending to be a woman, right? So by that metric, that person was successful. But by every other metric here, this person has failed.
I didn't know that they weren't bombarded. So they just said, oh, we're just going to go ahead and... What a bunch of morons. They could have just done nothing. This is what companies should do when this happens. Nothing. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. And it'll all blow over because people can only go for so long. What they did was kill their game completely. And for no fucking reason. No reason at all.
Well, to further that home, people who have played the game, people who have went up and supported this game are now going back, and it has been a bombardment of honesty and reaction from this. Like, what did you expect? Thumbs down, thumbs down. As said here from Trigger Point, it is a sea of red. So much so that people, this has been an ongoing topic over on Steam in their forums. Kirsche put this up. It says, I went over this on stream today, but Asmund mentioned it as well. But on the Steam discussion page for Crime Boss, they have been deleting threads. The largest thread in support of me was deleted last night. Meanwhile, one posted by one of the people part of the harassment campaign is still up. They've doubled down right here. You can see them going in and deleting things here. This one over here, it says, very disappointed in Crime Boss for abandoning their biggest supporter since the beta. She promoted you. This was deleted. This one was deleted. I want to thank the creators and the PR team for Crime Boss for not enabling toxic and openly bigoted content creators to take advantage of their good graces. Kirsche has been promoting white supremacy and bigotry through the platform she is on. Never once has she said any of that stuff. That is insane. I like, this is the mental gymnastics that people have here is just balls crazy. I don't understand it. How people can be so fucking broken. But as you can see, we saw this meme and we used it in our thumbnail today. This is the result here. This is what happens. They fucked around and they found out. This is the ratings of this Crime Boss game here. And Hayden, my man, says, when you show you have no spine, the community responds. And the community has fucking responded in a major way, letting them know. But there's intense irony in all this, because the same people who are going against Kirsche this entire time, who are saying, hey, fuck these guys, fuck Kirsche. Well, what do you do when you need to go support this game now? They should probably go support this game, right? You would think so. But alas, they're finding things aren't exactly where they thought they'd be. You saw this person right here over on X. Once again, thanks to Trigger Point for compiling all this. Crime Boss City. Instant buy. Really happy to see the devs stand against VTubers and similar brain rot content. Seriously, I never understand what's the appeal of males in their 50s role-playing as little Japanese girls. Nice to see at least some devs still have common sense. Since Payday 3 is trash, I'm going to look into this game. Seems fun. Except they don't have... Amazing. But those who do own the game, Blabs, are finding out that it's not necessarily, hey, not really their thing. As this person over here, Nayara, says, okay, so I've learned Crime Boss features Chuck Norris, who is homophobic. Homophobic slurs.
He's homophobic now. What did he say? What did he say? Gay once or something?
Let's see if you can find a little bit of that. Thank you very much. Caricatures of black people, misogyny, and AI art. Is this why these people supported a shitty game or pretended like it until the devs dropped Kirsche? Is the bar so low for them? Yeah, fucking A. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. But yes, they've learned that Chuck Norris is not a fan of that nonsense over here.
He probably just voted Trump or something.
Well, see, Blabs, I know there's lots of articles here. I saw some of them on X, but we'll continue to that. Blabs, did you find it?
Yeah, so I think it's because of Roy Moore, and this comes from the.
I don't even know who that is.
The Roy Moore is the disgraced former Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court, is making a bid for the U.S. Senate seat vacated by Trump's Attorney General, blah, blah, blah. So apparently, whatever it was, Chuck Norris was backing this guy up who the gays don't like, so.
Oh, that's enough right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just didn't like fucking kids getting read by drag queens.
And now this does come from the Pink News, and, you know, they're.
Fuck Pink News.
Right. All right, well, there you go. We have this from Pink News over here. Chuck Norris endorses.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at.
Anti-LGBT extremist and Senate bid right there. So yes, naturally, Chuck Norris gets labeled Chuck fucking Norris. But then we have this. Of course, there's more. There's more because people have actually played the game, Blabs. They have, and they played it. They played it for free on PlayStation 5, but it's a bit bigoted.
It's a bit bigoted.
They use phrases. They use the phrase "candy ass," which is a gay slur, apparently.
I didn't know that. That's new.
God,
fucking Rock used to say it all the time.
Yes, you
get your candy ass out of here.
Also, the people of color are shown as caricatures that wouldn't be out of place in a racist '80s movie here.
Good job, crime boss.
Yes, this is your audience. And as Savvy pointed out, says, you get the audience you deserve right here. I, for one, wish them the best of luck as they attract the bottom of the barrel of society. Also, I had no idea candy ass was a gay slur. I thought it was a funny thing The Rock used to say when he was in the WWF.
Uh-oh, The Rock's homophobic now. They're going to cancel him.
That's right. It's amazing stuff right here. You should definitely go after The Rock here. It's crazy.
That's their next target.
Yes. So there's been a lot of discussion about this over the weekend, and it has not gone very well for the quote unquote cancelers in during this whole thing. As a matter of fact, let's see how well it's gone with Kirsche's cancellation attempt here. Let's just play a clip from her show here.
You guys can go snack the fuck up. All right, I'm gonna have to discuss with Binary Mind about that fucking scrolling idea. I like that. I think that's like the best that I can think of off the top of my head. Holy shit! What are all those follows? What the fuck? What the fuck is my chat right now? Oh my god! I didn't realize shit was rolling in so quickly. Jesus Christ! Yeah, that happened. Oh my god! Oh my god, let's go! The numbers! Holy shit. Crossbone times 1. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you! Thank you for 5 gift subs. Tlayroth A! You're fucking insane! Thank you for human trafficking those 50 schmeats across the border in the YouTube chat. You guys can go.
So it's gone pretty well for Kirsche. Yes, Blabs? You're muted.
I was muted. Was that like a raid or something?
No, it just updates her notifications when she goes to that screen, which is what.
I was gonna say, like, were those like wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. So congratulations. Now, like I said, this has been a lot of conversation. Asmongold has chimed in on this many times, and I in a previous, like last week, we talked about this. This was the clip that I wanted to show that I couldn't find in the video, but I wanted to show this because I think he is 100% right. Kirsche says Asmund is 100% right about how to handle companies that bend the knee to cancel culture. You have a voice, use it. I want to play this video here. Then I want to talk about what we are doing over here at Side Scrollers.
I think that advertisers need to realize, and this is what I think that we need to do collectively as as a community, like not just me, but like in general, is that we need to come together and just absolutely, totally, like if somebody gets taken off of a sponsor because of like something bad that they said and it's not really bad, it's just like taken out of context, I think that we should absolutely shit on them. Like 100% we should. Because there needs to be a awareness that this type of behavior isn't acceptable in the public anymore. And I think that it's not. And yeah, we need to cancel culture. Yes. And the way that you do that, by the way, like Amber heard. So I think a really great example of this is like Bud Light. And it's also a lot of gaming companies. Gaming companies now are terrified to do anything because they're worried that people like me might make a video about it and they might totally shit on the game and destroy the game's popularity. I want to say that good. Absolutely. We want you afraid. We want you to not feel like you can do this kind of stuff. And I will continue to use this power as a weapon against the people who have weaponized it against me. And so this is what I will continue to do. I think these people are absolute fucking parasites. They are awful people. And also, beyond everything, they are dishonest. They are lying and they are dishonest. And they're trying to force people into behavior. Concord put the fear of God in them. Yes, exactly. And so whenever any of these things happen and somebody loses a sponsor or they like support somebody like this, I think you should absolutely shit on them as much as you possibly can to make advertisers terrified of making these decisions again. And I think that if you do that, you can stop it from happening. Because keep in mind that the advertisers do not actually care about any of these social issues. They do not care about trans people. They do not care about non-binary people. They do not care about anybody except for money. That's it. And so that's really what I think in general should happen.
Correct. They don't care about any of this shit. This crime boss company, they don't care about any of this shit. The gamer stuff, they don't care about. Like, I'm not gonna speak, none of them care about any of this shit. Their job is to make as much money as possible, right? But companies should do something. And we are in the process of doing something here at Side Scrollers, which I think will play. This has been a vision for a long time, and this is kind of accelerated a little bit over the past weekend with Kirsche. But let me just say this. You have companies distancing themselves from Kirsche. Fuck that. We're in the process of adding Kirsche to what we're doing over here at Side Scrollers with more information coming very, very soon. We will be doing more with Kirsche because I don't think she did anything wrong. So we have a handshake agreement in place for some things right now, which if you want to support her on Gamer Subs, awesome. If you want to support her here on Side Scrollers Plus, we encourage you to do that. You can use promo code FOXLADY at sidescrollersplus.com to become an annual member over there. That will directly support Kirsche. So just want to throw that out. We have a bigger announcement here coming very, very soon. Hopefully by this Thursday. And this isn't just about Side Scrollers. It's not just about Kirsche. It's about everybody. So just stay tuned for that. Just want to give you a heads up on that. Make sure you guys tune in. Hopefully on Thursday, we'll have something to announce there. So, but this continues here. This continues as this morning during our show, Vice published a new article. I have not read this yet. Flash, did you see this article here?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had a chance to read it?
I looked through it a little bit. It's just more the same shit, wanting me to feel bad for that piece of shit.
Okay. This article, Waypoint stands with Anna Valens. It's time to definitely stand on business and say that what's happening to Waypoint's own Anna Valens is utterly unacceptable.
No.
It's always important to have an idea. Oh, hold on. It's always important to have an idea of who is writing this stuff. It's from Dwayne Jenkins.
That's you got his blue sky and everything.
Fuck him too.
Is this what his blue sky is where?
Oh, everything's in the document. I can pull it up too.
Okay, I got it. Yep, I'll get it. So we always like to know who's writing these stories here. This is Dwayne Jenkins here. Let's see.
Yeah, his first one is pretty great.
Period.
Starting their own hashtag.
Wait, is this? Wait, did
Anna started his own hashtag?
Does anybody else find that there's an immense irony in the idea that Anna, like this person says, period? This is a very bigoted statement, by the way, because Anna cannot have a period. Anna's a dude. I'm just saying, how bigoted is that? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That is so fucking funny. So this article back here. Often when faced with an immense wave of hatred, it's easy to cower. You capitulate to allow them the satisfaction knowing they've broken you. But then along comes people like Anna Valens. What a fucking hero piece this is. Who willingly throws herself into the fires of humanity to shine a light on how rotten certain sections of the internet are.
Anna Valens is all over those certain sections, advocating for rape arenas.
Yes, I think that's. Let's not forget that Anna Valens, this dude wants to walk down the street and have breeding farms. Let's not forget that. Before I go into this properly, I'll warn everyone now. Trigger warning for posts celebrating and advocating suicide and the death, subjugation of marginalized people. Oh my fucking God. Let's take a look. All right, streamers, YouTubers, journalists. This is from Anna Valens. Anyone who wants to cover this, I'm getting constant calls to kill myself by right-wing VTuber fans and gamers. This is a full-blown harassment campaign against me. Okay, pot calling.
You started the fucking harassment campaign, you scumbag.
Yes. Yes, Flash. This person did it to themselves.
Oh, look, it's the consequences of my actions.
Anything like this is not a right-wing thing. You are so fucking on the cliff of what normal society thinks that anything directly to your right is considered right-wing.
If you don't like fucking weirdos in drag reading to your kids and then masturbating with objects and showing their asshole to them, you might be an alt-right bigot.
For the necessary context, please read Anna's piece on the harrowing and continuing harassment she's been facing. She's much better at properly articulating the full scope of everything she's going through, but I'll sum it up. Anna is being attacked for simply asking questions. This is where I'm simply asking questions about certain areas of the VTubing community, which she's an active part of. No, she's not. She got her ass booted out. This person got fucking booted out of it because they sucked.
I'd rather be labeled alt-right than fucking be cool with any of these scumbags.
Yes. Once again,
I don't care anymore.
The source. Consider the fucking source. Unbelievable.
It's almost like a badge of honor to get called alt-right by these pieces of shit, man.
What began as asking about Valor's stances on trans creators, working on them spiraling into full-blown hate campaign. Once Anna started questioning about prominent VTuber Kirsche was being promoted and represented by GamerSups, following many worrying red flags. Since then, Anna has received vitriol from nearly every corner of the internet. For the sake of everyone's sanity, I refuse to give those people. Oh, wow. Those people. How dare this person speak like that? Those people. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What do you mean, these people?
Yeah, that's really upsetting. By explicitly name them, y'all won't be receiving the satisfaction here. Okay, who the fuck? Once again, who the fuck is Dwayne Jenkins? Okay, Dwayne. Oh my God. Okay, so here we go. I'm sorry for what I'm about to show y'all, but Anna's struggle must be shown its totality. This is it. This is the struggle. You're a man. You cannot be a lesbian. Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Wait, what is that thumbnail's not even Kirsche?
I don't even know.
Screenshot no YouTube.
Idea. Yeah. Oh my God, what a fucking joke. All right, let's just go to the time's up. The time for games is over. Twiddling your thumbs and pretending it isn't there isn't sufficient. Sure, it's Anna's today. But after the LGBTQIA plus quote unquote issue has been dealt with amongst that crowd, it'll be the Browns, then the Blacks. Hate has a tendency to do that, become an ever-growing pit that'll never be satisfied.
Yeah, can you just read the rest of this in a Vince McMahon accent? Thank you.
Sure. Because they need an opponent. For many of them, hatred is their brand. It's all they have to make up for. It's all they have to make up for the fact that without it, they'll have nothing.
These are the most hateful motherfuckers on the internet.
Yes.
All they do is go after people for shit they don't like. This is what makes the whole fascism thing funny, because they are the fascists. They want to shut everybody down, get rid of everybody. They think that'll make their ideas popular. The ball's in everyone's court. Well, I'm on the other side that you're not in, because you're the one that's the real piece of shit. You're the one that's running around choosing new hate targets all the fucking time. All the time. All they do is hate. It's their fucking brain. And they're the ones running around saying, oh, love is, we're stronger together with love and all this shit. They're the most hateful people in existence.
What a fucking joke.
There certainly isn't a personality worth being around underneath all that filth, after all. They're classical bullies, and they crave your engagement. So rather than engaging with them personally, you engage the forces funding and feeding their nonsense. The ball's in everyone's court now. Joe.
Sorry. There's Vince McMahon reading.
Thanks.
What a fucking ass.
They're trying to take over VTubing and control it, just like they've tried to do with movies and shows and video gaming. Now it's on to VTubing, because every single corner of entertainment and culture that, especially that's rising, and that's rising now. That's like the new big thing for the past year or so is VTubing. So now we got to move in there. We got to take that over. We got to make sure we get anybody that's not aligned with our values out, so that we can 100% control it. That's all these, especially these activist media people. It's all about control, influence, and access.
Just fucking leave kids alone. Don't walk down the street talking about graping women. How about you just don't do that? That sounds good. That sounds good. I think that sounds like a fair trade. Like, you don't walk around, don't go down the street talking about wanting to do horrible things with women, you fucking dick.
It's a lot of things. That's the fucking shit with kids is one of it, but there's other policies that they're all about that I don't like either.
We have this tweet here. Blabs,
especially with letting criminals just run wild. I'm not a fan of that shit either.
Sure. Blabs, what's going on here?
Oh, Kirsche's been DMing me stuff. I think she's secretly washing. So hi.
Hey, Kirsche.
Hello.
Kirsche, if you want to hop in, you're more than welcome.
So she was responding to this comment, the hate trans people, kill yourself button. And she responded.
Isn't that the same thing that they're saying other people are saying to them?
Yeah,
so
isn't that
they're
ironic?
responding to people saying that with kill yourself. What a way to get your message across.
So if you scroll down, she responds back, and she's basically saying that I think she hit the nerve with Anna with that tweet. So she says, once it's realized that most trans activists are autogenephiliac males or ideologues pushing their political views with an identity shield to prevent criticism, all of the power-hungry threats and graphic murder fantasies make a lot more sense. That's true. Honestly, the biggest example of that I can think of, where all these guys come after women for having an opinion, is actually J.K. Rowling back in 2020. How many death threats and rape threats have she received? It's all publicly available, all these things. But yeah,
A lot of them
backs it up.
are just fetishists.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
A lot of forum posts out there about how turned on they are when they're putting women's clothes on. How do I hide this boner? Can't keep my boner down while I'm running around.
Yep.
It's so unbelievable how these people are perpetually victims, no matter what. You have a dude who thinks he's a woman, so naturally they become the victim. What about all the other women out there? What about them? Like, fuck this guy. Fuck all these people. Just like, I'm sorry something bad happened to you. I'm sorry you were abused, or you had a false ideology bestowed on you or pushed on you. I'm sorry that happened to you, right? Don't take it out on the rest of fucking society. It's fucking unbelievable. Blabs, what's this about? This started with Hogwarts Legacy?
Yeah, okay. I was scrolling through fucking Anna's They Them's Blue Sky, and they were dating all the stuff back to Hogwarts Legacy because it was so
Oh, you don't
transphobic.
say.
It made me laugh so much. I like, this is where people are still going. If
This is why I liked laughing at that boycott.
This problem has gotten worse since the Hogwarts Legacy drama, where a lot of VTuber fans expressed a ton of transphobia due to the boycott.
Because they played the game.
It was just ironic.
Oh, I wonder why I was laughing so hard at that, Blabs.
Okay, that has nothing to do with my point.
No, but regardless, like the whole thing is such a fucking joke. And yeah, hell yeah. Yes, Kirsche is our friend. And yes, she'll continue to be our friend. And she did not say anything wrong. And you're fucking, if you're weird, if you're a fucking weirdo who had something fucking bad happen, don't take it out on Kirsche. Don't take it out on us. Don't take it out on the rest of society. Fuck y'all, asshole.
Yeah, pick me. They bullied that VTuber off of the internet for playing Hogwarts Legacy. I remember that now. Somebody brought that up in the chat. Bullied off of the internet because they just wanted to play a fucking game. Fuck all these people.
Yeah, there were people coming into my live stream because I played it day one that game, and they were spoiling the ending for me and just being dickheads.
Yep, I remember that too.
What kind of narcissistic asshole? Like, I mean this in the most sincere way possible. Starts their own hashtag.
I know that makes me laugh. I stand with myself.
Oh, 87 legs. Whoa.
Like, this is the most narcissistic thing you can possibly do. I'm serious. That is so unbelievable.
Look at that squinted eye. It's the eye of a rapist.
Unbelievable. How narcissistic you can possibly be. This whole thing is just, it's so, I don't know. They're right.
I love that it's an anime character profile too with that person because it just fits the stereotype.
Look, you want to support Kirsche over here on Side Scrollers, you can. We're going to have some more announcements very soon. Once again, use promo code FOXLady. Go to sidescrollersplus.com. Get you a discount. Get you an annual membership. Support her directly. That's all I can say for right now. We have more coming for you guys very, very soon.
Can we get I Stand with Foxu trending?
Yeah.
Let's get that going.
I'm tweeting it right now. I stand with hashtag
indulgence. Yeah. I have an anime PFP, but I'm also not wearing a dress. I'm a man.
There we go. I stand with Fox Lady or Foxu? What do you think, chat? I stand with Foxu?
I stand with Foxu.
Okay. There you go. Just tweeted it out. If you guys want to go retweet it, fucking A. Because I do. This shit drives me crazy. Anyways, all right. You guys, go over and you can retweet mine. Fucking destroy this. Destroy this shit. Unbelievable.
Let's get it trending. Where's it? I'm going to go retweet you right now.
Yeah, just at Stuttering Craig over on X. There you go. It's right there, ready to go. Unreal. Right there. Go get it. That's it. Just that simple. This drives me so crazy. I'm sorry. I get passionate about this. It drives me crazy. It riles me up. I don't like my friends being attacked. And especially with such a fucking narcissistic asshole who says just such vile, evil fucking things. Sorry. All right. Take a breath. Calm it down. Appreciate y'all's support today. We did hit our third Montez goal today. Flash, by all means, 1 through 15.
12.
12 it is. 1, 2, 3. Oh, haven't seen this one.
Bitch! Montez!
There you go.
I love Double Dragon. I got the CIB for 1 and 2.
Let's go. Double Dragon's great right there. All right. You guys have a lot to say about this. We're gonna go into this for sure. And we want to see what you guys have to say about this. So you guys have a lot to say, and we appreciate it, man. My boy Hayden came in with the massive $50 super chat. Says, for my end of year roundup on YouTube last year, my #1 most watched video game stream was Crime Boss. I'm on YouTube all the time. I watch tons of gaming streams, but Kirsche and Crime Boss were #1. I bought the game twice for myself and for 5 friends. Hayden, did you see I quoted you? I included you on a tweet here, man. Thank you very much for your support, dude. And
hail Hayden Wayne.
By the way, I actually think Hayden was the person who introduced us to Kirsche. So, Hayden, thank you, dude. Thank you. Unbelievable. Darth Gabble says Kirsche did nothing wrong. Correct. Joey says give Amouranth any form of attention is like placing a camera at the wall and just record. Yes,
it's true. I agree.
I can't. That's total bullshit, Craig. 1000% fake. Wolf and Wing says Kirsche keeps winning. Yes, and she will continue to keep winning. Gear says once again the whistleblower Kirsche wins again, fair and square. It's all lose for Bully's advice in the entire game dev that I never heard of. Crime Boss prep the Kirsche Police Department. Scrap Gamer says, yo, side scrollers. Wanted to give you a heads up that Vice came out with another hit piece this time trying to defend Ava's actions. Yeah, thank you very much, Scrap Gamer. We appreciate that. Hopefully we that are talking about that did enough for you. Joey says, I'm not surprised the Wokey Freak Show is trying to cancel Kirsche for jokes. I was more shocked at what the Wokey Freak said in the video. Who in the right mind fantasizes about trans girls raping real women? That's legitimately one of the most shocking things I've ever heard on the internet. I've worked online for 20 years. It's unacceptable. And the fact that Vice is choosing to stand with that tells you everything you need to know about Vice. Everything. Simple Gunner says, someone tried to mention this on the Lunduk stream. He has a video on this. The font that was used in the famous anti-piracy campaign, you wouldn't steal a purse, don't be a pirate, was pirated itself. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you so much, Simple Gunner. Anthony says, love the Foxu, but I really wish she would stop having a woman moment and sue Vice. Kirsche is responsible for at least 50% of Crime Boss sales, and it's like 75% of what used to be the player base. Mm-hmm. Marius says companies that capitulate to the woke mob fail to understand that the mob will inevitably turn on them as well. Yes, Marius, correct.
Yep, because it's constantly updating what is right and wrong, constantly changing, evolving, upgrading. And if you're not on, it's like the copy of Newspeak from 1984. You have to immediately jump on the new edition, or you're fucking done.
Mm-mm. Wolf and Wing says, support your local Kirsche. Mm-hmm. Mary says, Montez, 33 1/3. Let's go. Thank you guys very much for your support today. Cancel culture. Hell yes. Vice says, I didn't publish anything. Okay, Vice. Thank you very much, Vice. Big announcement that Craig's going to start a VTuber company. No, Boog. No, I will not.
I am.
Please don't call him Anna. His name is Anal Violent. Oh, thanks. Epsilon Sama says Anna's real name is Phil. Let's call this dude. Okay, now that I know his name is Dude or Phil, I'll call him that. He will love it. Let's go, Foxy Lady. Also, my birthday. Let's go, Epsilon. It says so. If we get Montez, can we do the do a Battletoads one? If not a Mortal Kombat one. Montez, Epsilon. I believe. Yes, he is. He is hanging out in the background. Dan Bask is here for your birthday.
Happy, much happy birthday for you.
Amenti came in, says, remember to spend your Steam points awarding people who leave negative reviews for Crime Boss. I have 254,000 Steam points to spend on nothing but this.
Let's go. I like that idea.
Zyfax says, it'll be the Browns. I'm Hispanic, and these people have been calling for us to be attacked since the election. Yes, they're waiting for it. They're hoping that it happens, but it's clearly not.
Most of the Hispanic community, a lot of them, especially the men, voted for Trump. They also don't like illegals, especially the ones that came here the right way. Don't like it. They don't like them giving them a bad name. So People don't like crime. I don't like crime either.
No, of course not.
And those people don't even care about the victims of the crime.
Marmalade says, hate has no place here, except if you don't agree with everything I agree with. If you don't, then you're going to feel my wrath of hatred, you hateful bigot. That's right. Thanks, Marmalade. Max says, the Phil thing makes me think of that short anti-woke dog video from Freedom Tunes is right. We need to keep the party going over here and ignore them. They make themselves look bad living to hate farm, right? Thanks, Max. Torgo says, can we get a Vince McCraig segment in every show? No. Vince McCraig only shows up on rare occasions. Marmalin says, they're just Marxists. It's the same playbook. Game Hunter Sirius says, Craig, my lifelong childhood dream is to make a video game. I actually want to make a fan-made JRPG game of Asmongold and Kirsche. I'm already writing a script, drawing concept art. Let's fucking go, Montez. Go get it. Go do it. Love
Make it turn-based, please.
Crumbs or Crummy says, the last decade has convinced me that the extreme leftists are constantly accused everything else of everything that they're doing.
Facts.
Mary says, there is nothing more than the death throes of the woke mind virus quickly fading into irrelevance. Give it up for Dak Forever, who just became a Plus member. Really appreciate that greatly. Head over to SideStrollersPlus.com. You can support Kirsche by using promo code FoxLady over there. Let's get more on that hopefully this Thursday. Godzilla Greaser says left-wing journalists are such garbage people and they can't go away fast enough. Also, weren't we supposed to talk Godzilla Kong Supernova teaser? We were, but things happened over the weekend. We'll get to that this week.
Hope it's better than the last one.
Remington says, pull a Barv, pull a Kirsche. That's right. And to give it up for Darth Byrne, who became a Plus member. Thank you very much over there. That's spectacular. Give it up for Mercenary. Says, I have well over 2 million Steam points.
Get to work.
There we go. Get on it. Oh my God. The VTuber of that, the thumbnail of the VTuber is Leaflit. I would love to see a collab with Kirsche or Side Scrollers. She was a dev for League of Legends. She's based. Oh, Leaflit. Okay. Maybe jot that down there, Blabs.
Wait. I know that name. I emailed them. They never replied back.
Maybe we can make it happen. Make that happen. Love that. Future Boy says, deep breath, Craig. Count to 10. There. Thank you very much, Future Boy. Listen, this shit drives me fucking crazy. I can't deal with this nonsense. All right. Flash, we'll give you a chance to bowl. I know you have things you got to get done today, and we appreciate you hanging with us for a little bit and your insight and everything, dude.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Where can everybody find you?
Me at Yellow Flash 2.
All right. And go find it.
Buy my book.
Yes. Links
over on Ripasend.
Down below. Yes. We'll make sure to put a link to that down in the description. Thank you,
I'll
Flash.
throw it in the private.
Yes. We'll make sure it goes in the chat as well if you want to go support Flash. By the way, congratulations on that, man. It's going great. Currently
almost 80,000.
Hell yes, dude. Let's go. Look at that right there. Go pick it up. You still got plenty of time to do so, but it never hurts to go blow past that 100K pre-order goal right there. Love to see that. Congratulations to you, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right. Have a good day.
I stand with Foxu.
That's right, man. Go retweet it.
Peace.
All right. See you, buddy. Okay. We see the rest of your super chats. We see your support. We are going to read every single one of them. Blabs, I'll be right back. It's potty break time for me.
Yeah, I never get potty breaks. I'm always here. All right.
All right. Start at the bottom. Start at the bottom and work your way down. Work your way back, because I want you to get the ones about the crazy fox lady.
Okay. Emmanuel says, if you're tired of reading lies, grab Gamer Soups using your code Kirsche for 10% off. And if you want to see fun, subscribe to Side Scrollers Plus using your code FoxLady for your annual discount. That's right. You get it. Thank you very much. Grateful Gamer says, Anna Tranabofana, never gonna be a woman. Oh, you're born with banana. You're a man. Thank you very much. I butchered that. Rod says, Pickaby became into Henya after the Hogwarts harassment and has been watching classic AVGN videos and became a fan. Hashtag I stand with Foxy Lady. Thank you very much. Gabriel says Kirsche's best friend played Hogwarts Legacy as a middle finger to other people who've bullied the VTuber for playing it, which makes no sense, which is my whole original point. They were all mad about the trans people and like J.K. Rowling's bigoted views, yet there was a transgender person in the game just shoved in there. It didn't make any sense to the plot or whatever. And it's like, You're angry, but there's literally representation right there. Makes no sense. They don't make any sense. Mr. Malockley says not only pick me, but they also went after Silvervale too. Also says these journalists throw objects and then try to hide their hands. They are nothing but pretentious trolls. Yep. Groomba says how ironic is that those who fear possibly a backlash act on impulse and turn that probably into certainty. Prairie says remember to do the Kirsche for the Kirsche. Roomba says, just quick heads up on Steam forums. There's a mouse icon next to usernames of people who own the related forums game. No, thank you. West says, remember folks, no matter how much you cave to pressure, it'll never be enough. Wokeness has original sin but no path to redemption. Don't give them an inch. Market Reality says, why do leftists have such a problem with older 45 plus heterosexual men dating younger 18 plus heterosexual women? Cis, as in normals. Cis is a slur. Mr. Malockley says, what a surprise the freaks who whined about Kirsche aren't buying the game. They never show up. The devs get what they deserve. Trillis is plotting on making Amouranth my sugar mama.
Don't do that, Trillis. Don't do it.
Mama Oko says, shout out to part 2 of the Anti-Grums video. The clown octopus VTuber definitely laughed at it. Love you guys. Okay. Lamar says, congratulations on your comic book Flash.
Sorry, Lamar. Sorry about that, buddy.
Jared says, I think the first 2 Borderlands are really great games, and the ones after that is where it really fell off. Also, The Dark Knight is the best Batman ever made, with Forever being my second. Thank you very much. Chase says, you should look into EULA Take-Two put out that retroactively says that they can ban your account from BL 1 to 3.
Borderlands 1 and 3? That's interesting.
No. Living Wish says, it ain't much, but have this bit of money for being a pillar in the woke counter movement. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Says, remember that anti-Yahtzee card also praises Planned Parenthood, which the founder was awarded the Socialist of the Year award. She's a proponent of eugenics. Interesting. Mighty says, what did the Jack Nicholson Joker say to Heath Ledger Joker? I'm glad you're dead. Hit them with the sound bit, Craig. Blah ha ha ha. What sound bit? Oh. Guy says, Blabs, what you're saying is very reasonable and I understand it completely, but look at that ass. Okay. Mercy says, Nerd Montez is perfect. People wouldn't blame Dev, short fat otaku, if he just wrangle his mods and code to stop gay ops and stuff with other peeps using Discord for. What did I just read? Okay, thank you. Darkoloosh. On games that I like that no one else does. Ace Combat 6, I liked it. Everyone I have, including AC fans, apparently doesn't like it. Thank you. A Slide of Salt, interesting name, says, another Vice piece has dropped. Thank you very much. Magnum says, what's the best perk about being an abortion doctor? You never have to buy dog food.
Oh, God. Gross.
That is disturbing. Young Stove says, ahoy! I'm on Exhibition 33. That game is perfect. The beginning made this grown man cry. JRPGs are back, and Charlie's a gem voicing Gustav. Thank you very much. Anthony says, all this has helped the Foxu Friday. She got the second most supers in the U.S. on Saturday. She was number 1. I did see that. Good for her.
Yeah, man. Good for her. Good for fucking her. That's awesome.
Magnum says, Yellow Flesh is a weak gamer, according to himself. Yankee says, 2 games I love, but no one else does. ESPN NFL 2K5, Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships 2004. The first one is liked, but not well known, but it's goated. Quagmire, how do you do? Says, agreed, Flash, I can't play the Tears of the Kingdom Zelda. I hate build. Keyrock says, I legit liked Artifact, the flop game Valve put out a while back. Hate is a strong word, but I dislike Skyrim. Everybody else loses their marbles over that game, and it's so utterly mediocre. That is the first time I've ever heard that. Jay says, Startopia released in 2001. Mercer says, no TMNT, Flash, fire, Blabs. My gosh, thanks, Mercenary. The Grateful Gamer says, second chance Craig's turn, censorship spelling, by the way. Oh, yeah, you gotta try singing this, Craig.
Nope. Anna Trina Bofana, never gonna be a woman. You were born with a banana. You a manna.
There you go. Thank you very much. Drake says, make Craig play Subnautica.
Okay.
Says DMC for the PlayStation 3 was great. Dante's redesign aside. Jason says, Doom Dark Ages physical copy still requires you to download most of the game. The publishers are 100% trying to eliminate physical copies. Yup. Icanthus says, I unironically love Shaq Fu. And I believe we got this one already. Wandering Mania became a Plus member. Thank you very much. All right, I think we're all caught up.
All right. Tenarian says a German YouTuber got doxxed last week on national German TV. The Streisand effect kicked in, and he gained over 110,000 subscribers over the weekend. Wow. Or Abos, as the Germans call them. Hopefully this whole hullabaloo nets Kirsche a bunch of subs. Yes, for sure. Denarian followed up, says, how's candy ass a slur? Seems like an endearing term used towards effeminate gay men. The way Craig says figure sounds more like a slur. Oh, yes, we've had that conversation many a times. Friendly male trans ally says, we trans allies are sick and tired of you white bigots degrading and denying rights to the trans agenda. Stuttering Chud and Yellow Rash are toxic masculinity scum. When we win, you two are going to be breeding cages for diversity. My wife's boyfriend Jamal awaits. Thank you, friendly man trans ally.
Ex-boyfriend.
Thank you. Video Gamer 25 says thanks for sticking up with Kirsche. She's a wonderful person who doesn't deserve any of this hate. Normal men call out these sickos for their shit directly, but don't stoop to insults and death threats, as it just gives them something to play victim with. Tenarian says that's $10 donos. May I request the Poppy Girl, please? Hopefully to catch you again Thursday. It's my birthday, and you having Kirsche on the show would be an excellent present. Well, she is scheduled for Thursday, so can we see Poppy, please, for Tenarian?
Poppy!
Okay.
Ay. That's basically how she sounds, I'm assuming.
Delta says, this all reminds me of the great Keffels, who, if you remember, got donations to try to shut down kiwi farms for a day, and then went on a vacation with the money. Ever since then, I think all these people are on the same forums while complaining about them. That's right. Thank you, Delta. And give it up for Signum BS, who became a brand new Plus member. Once again, we know a lot of you guys appreciate Kirsche. We do too. And look, like I said, we have some announcements coming very, very soon, which are much bigger than side scrollers, much bigger than Kirsche. They affect a lot of us. But if you'd like to support us, you can head over to Side Scrollers Plus. You can actually support Kirsche directly by using promo code FOXLADY. That promo code will be good until Thursday, just to give you a heads up. So use it now because that promo code will not be used after Thursday, and just giving you a heads up. So head on over there, head to Side Scrollers Plus, promo code FOXLADY. Okay.
Oh, before you go, I have something to say really fast that I thought was funny.
Yes.
So there was this YouTuber who used to make like Harry Potter stuff or whatever, and he put out a video yesterday saying how he won't do Harry Potter content anymore because of J.K. Rowling and the Supreme Court decision of the United Kingdom because it's very bigoted. And I thought that was hilarious that there are actually videos of that on YouTube where they're like, I'm no longer making Harry Potter content.
That's awesome. Love that.
Yeah.
Hey. Vote with your wallet, I suppose.
Yeah. Damn Supreme Court in the UK being bigoted and protecting women's rights.
All right. So tomorrow we actually have a first-time guest on the show. I'm actually very excited about this guest. Hopefully all of you guys tune in tomorrow, as we will have Ross Scott from Accursed Farms on the show. Now, for those of you who don't know who Ross is, he is the guy behind the the whole idea of I think it's called Don't Kill Games.
Stop Killing Games.
Stop Killing Games. Yes, there it is. Stop Killing Games. Right. So we will have Ross on tomorrow. Looking forward to discussing that. Hopefully you guys tune in and make sure you show up and shell out, man. It's going to be great. So it's going to be super fun. So, Raptor Kratos says F Orium. Okay, for hitting another fake copyright claim. Oh, well, that fucking sucks. Sorry about that, Raptor Kratos. And Honey Badger says, so if we want to support the Fox Lady, should we do it now or wait until Thursday? Good question. Either will work. Maybe just wait a couple days. Okay. All right. With that said, tomorrow's going to be a big day. Hopefully you guys join us. Looking forward to it. Have a great rest of your day. We have videos popping off. Give it up for Amouranth right over there. Himmy Hars is a brand new Plus member. With that said, have a great rest of your day. Get outside, touch some grass, all this shit going on the internet. It's fucking nonsense. All right. We're here. We are the counterbalance to the nonsense. And I love that. We will see you guys tomorrow with Ross from Accursed Farms. You guys have a great rest of your day. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go fucking get it. See you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Fatality.